You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Time now for the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by Reaper Arsenal Coffee. And they've got way more than coffee. They got a lot of stuff coming to Brandon, South Dakota.
Yeah, we were out there just the other day visiting with Steve, who's having this.
The place is going to be so cool.
He was doing a special order for Heidi, and let's just say it was way more than coffee.
But they have their own line of coffee though, and we went with the dark roast. And you know what I like most about this coffee?
What's that?
Everything.
Smells like freedom.
Smells like freedom.
It does.
All right.
Dan, what do you got over there, man?
Let's see. Let's celebrate a few birthdays. Start things off here. Michael Palin, Monty Python.
Oh, I love Michael Palin.
He is 78 today.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. Ann B. Davis. Come on. Ann B. Davis, actress. Come on. Alice on the Brady Bunch.
Oh, yeah. She was in the middle.
She was hanging out with Sam the Butcher.
Yes, she was.
I think she was just doing it for the chops.
Probably.
You know.
Hanging out with them for the meat.
What a tramp. And Jennifer from Family Ties, Tina Yothers.
You talked to her one morning.
Yeah.
One of the funniest interviews ever. She is 48 today.
Nice. We should call
her.
Happy birthday.
Years ago doing the Dan and Craig show. Would have been early 90s, I guess. And it was Tina Yothers' birthday. And everybody knows somebody who knows somebody. And we would on occasion just throw out, hey, if anybody knows Tina Yothers, whatever, tell her, give us a call. And if she calls by the end of the show, she'll get a check for $104.70 and a Dan and Craig coffee mug. I'll be darned.
She called.
Somebody who knew somebody got a hold of Tina Yothers, and
funny.
she called the show. She was in California, so she was 2 hours earlier than us, and she was literally sitting in bed watching cartoons, eating Fruity Pebbles.
I love Fruity Pebbles.
And she was just a sweetheart. And she said, it was after Family Ties had ended.
Right.
Asked her what she was up to. She said, well, she was putting a band together.
Nice.
Actually, whatever happened with that, I don't know.
It's like I could sure use $104.
But yeah, I got to talk to Tina Yothers, sitting in bed eating Fruity Pebbles, watching cartoons. And
nice.
Just doesn't get any better than that.
No, it's pretty cool.
It was 1921, 100 years ago today. The perfume Chanel No. 5 is released on the public by fashion designer Coco Chanel.
Nice.
So 100 years ago, this fragrance is, and it's still available.
One of the most popular ever.
Yeah.
If you were to punch it up, say walk into a Macy's, you can get a bottle of Chanel No. 5, 1.2 ounce bottle for about $80.
Yeah.
So
it's a lot more expensive than gasoline.
Stuff ain't free.
Yes, it is.
It was 1260. We were just youngsters. Kublai Khan, grandson of Genghis Khan, becomes the ruler of the Mongol Empire, which, of course, is now ruled by Shaka Khan. Google it. 1925, teacher John T. Scopes. This was huge.
Oh, monkey trials.
This was national news. Yep, John T. Scopes is arrested for teaching Darwin's theory of evolution in the classroom in Tennessee.
Yeah.
It became the Scopes monkey trial.
We're on the radio in that town.
William Jennings Bryan led the prosecution. Clarence Darrow led the defense.
Yeah.
He was found guilty, fined $100. Later on appeal, the Supreme Court would overturn that on a technicality.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, if you want to see a pretty cool depiction of that, super entertaining, the 1960 film Inherit the Wind, Spencer Tracy.
I have not seen it. You told me about
deals with that. It's a great
I'm going
movie.
to check it out.
Yeah, so interesting
See
stuff.
if that's on Amazon or Netflix or something.
I know, you know, we all know, and we just move forward.
We're going to do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by our good friends at Reaper Arsenal in Brandon. Are you ready to travel again?
Join us for the best week of your life.
The Sands is an immersive Gen X era experience for 5 sun-filled and fun-filled days at Dreams and Secrets all-inclusive resorts in Cancun.
Enjoy music from Billy Idol,
Cheap Trick,
Little River Band,
The Hooters,
Tesla,
Wang Chung,
Firehouse,
Honeymoon Suite,
CNC Music Factory,
The Jets, and more.
Make plans to join us for the Sands.
October 25th through 30th.
Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
That's radiotravelgroup.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting.
And now it is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. This is so interesting.
I love that fanfare.
Me too.
Just,
Hey, we pulled out all the stops. All budgets.
If you're new to the program, new to this feature, this is essentially stuff I find interesting.
It is a new feature, too.
I don't even try to equate whether or not I think you'll find it interesting.
I think we will.
White Castle.
Yeah.
Huge part of my upbringing in Minneapolis. I mean, White
fast
Castle
food, little
is
burgers.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Stand by. Another reason to head to Florida. The world's largest White Castle has just officially opened in Orlando.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
It's a massive 4,570 square foot restaurant.
Huh.
The intersection of Palm Parkway and Darrell Carter Parkway off Interstate 4. Literally hundreds of fans slept overnight to be the first. I'm not kidding.
I could get that. I see that. I could actually see us doing that.
Now,
no.
Now, if you're,
we're going to do it for Chick-fil-A.
if you're South Dakota native, Wyoming, whatever, that's really not a thing because for the most part, White Castle doesn't come west of the Mississippi, although there is one in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should get one here.
There's 400 restaurants in 13 different states, and my favorite is at 100 West Lake Street in Minneapolis. My name may still be written in the stall in the men's room.
Nice.
It was a Saturday night thing for a number of years. We'd go to the Viking Bar on Riverside, shut her down at 1. Well, White Castle's open till 3 a.m. So for a couple bucks,
like
go and get a bag full, go home, get up in the morning and go, shoot me.
Yeah, it's almost like they know their market. It's like, drunk people.
Yeah, this thing is going to be huge. It's massive. Your standard White Castle's maybe 1,000 square feet, maybe.
Could somebody put one of those in Sioux Falls, do you think?
I would absolutely love it. The closest they've come every now and again, shopping local supermarkets, you'll find some in the frozen food section.
Oh, yeah.
You can
Our
grab
son
a
buys
half a
those all the
dozen.
time.
Yeah.
He likes them.
It's not
he
the
likes them.
same
No, it's not.
thing, but I would love to get one here. I mean, everybody talks about Chick-fil-A, which is awesome, and everybody wants one of these, one of those, but I don't know why White Castle is so hard-pressed to come through the Dakotas and Wyoming and Iowa, Nebraska, everything. They just don't. It's kind of weird, and I don't know why.
Well, maybe we just haven't had the right person working on that.
It's been around, originally founded in Wichita, Kansas in 1921.
Oh, wow.
So they've been around for 100 years.
We're on there, too.
I'm a huge fan.
Cow.
As I still get back to Minneapolis, still got brothers there and whatnot, and I will not go to the cities without at least one stop.
Nice.
The White Castle at 100 West Lake Street. Yes.
If you go there, tell him Dan says hi.
Yes, they'll go, oh, yeah, he's a lot of fun. Last time we saw him, it was 2 a.m.
Well, that is stuff I also find interesting, Dan, so thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, it's just, stuff I find interesting.
It is. Stuff Dan finds interesting on the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
Addiction. It's a problem for many, and addiction can drive away those who love you the most. Addiction can also lead to the loss of jobs, broken relationships, and, if you're not careful, addiction can even cost you your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. And Mr. Dan Farris coming in for his final time today. It's still kind of weird to have you leaving this early, and now Ranger Dan's coming in later.
It was his call.
I know, I'm getting used to this. This has been tough to get used to. But
he's a little intimidating.
He kind of is.
And he's, what's the word? Intimidating.
Yeah. So
and I must say, ruggedly handsome.
He is ruggedly handsome. And sleeveless today for some reason. What do you have going on over here?
The mayor did his State of the City address yesterday at the State Theater at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And what he was addressing, I'm just kind of confused about this. The big thing he was talking about, and this is going to be implemented or start June 1st, something they're referring to as the Neighborhood Revitalization Division. Is going to launch as a team-focused endeavor on working side by side with neighborhood residents to address property concerns and to rehabilitate aging properties.
So basically fixing up the busted-up properties around town.
Okay, and this is a quote from Mayor Tenhagen. While our city team currently provides this role, because this is something that's what they do anyway.
Right.
Because you remember shortly after I bought the current house I'm in, I got a notice from them that I don't know, I had the rainforest growing on the south side of my house or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said, I've never been to that side of my house.
This new division will aim to be more efficient, more customer friendly. Okay. So this is ongoing. And you guys know where I live.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly 2 houses down from me is a house that is
Boarded up.
Right.
abandoned, boarded up, shut down by the city over 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Right.
I've called City Hall more than once going,
What you guys doing?
well,
Right.
I don't know, you'll have to talk so-and-so, and I don't know, you'll have to talk so-and-so. It's like, get rid of it.
Yeah.
Right.
But they don't even know who owns it. Isn't that what you were saying?
The last time I checked, I spoke to an attorney where she's going, well, there seems to be some question as to who owns it. It's like, well, who cares?
You know what we should do? We should just go over and claim it.
This is ours. We're going to fix it up.
Hey, you know how much we could sell that for in Sioux Falls right now?
It's just really confusing.
Knock a coat of paint on there and call it good.
I mean, it's been shut down by the city. There are notices posted on it, and it's sat there for over 4
You
years.
said there was a squatter living there for a while, right?
He's a good guy. He brought me some Roma tomatoes.
Yeah. It's what you were saying. He's a nice dude.
Neighborhood John.
So they make him leave, they board it up, and nothing's happened since.
Yeah. Nor have I gotten any more free tomatoes. So this is just a lose-lose at this point.
He's in a whole new neighborhood
Absolutely.
giving out free tomatoes to other
So
neighbors.
apparently this program the mayor's talking about, maybe something will happen now because they're going to, amp it up and get some things done. And I personally don't get it. I see reports for millions of dollars for a ice ribbon at Falls Park.
Yes.
And now a huge tennis complex.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we
it's
just
Omar
drove
Park.
down this
I don't remember what street it
horrifying
was.
road.
in the neighborhood that my daughter is moving to because she got a new house.
It
And
was
we're-
horrible.
I
This road, all the
seriously think I
potholes
need
were
to fix the suspension in
awful.
Heidi's vehicle now.
And
Go
yet
through.
we've got the money for this ice ribbon
Go
thing.
through the north side, up just west of like St. Joe's Cathedral. The
Oh,
roads
yeah?
is
Pretty rough.
horrible. They're
I would
horrible.
rather that they fix the roads.
Now let's get the smooth roads going first, and then we can do all the other stuff.
Well, I was hoping I'd open a can of worms here, and
Thanks, Dan.
And I did.
and so I have.
See, he leaves early now. Gets to leave early and go slough off, but he always likes to stir things up before he goes.
And then I just bolt. Yeah,
That's what you're up to.
that's my MO.
Well, Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
Hey, guys, thanks for having me because you know what? It's a total honor, man. I appreciate it.
It is fun. We love having you. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. And this morning coffee break is brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls.
If you're looking for special prices on some pretty amazing products, check out the website radiosavings.com. We're adding new items all the time, so you might find something cool. And you can save money when you buy stuff at radiosavings.com. One other thing many people like, many of the products you'll find at radiosavings.com are made in the USA. Good quality items at great prices. Radiosavings.com.
We can save you more.
Radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Time now for Back to the Basics in Healthcare with Balanced Life Chiropractic. And I have Dr. Harley with me. How you doing?
Good morning, John. I'm doing great. How are you today?
I am fantastic. Last week we talked about pregnancy and chiropractic during the pregnancy. But a lot of the time, people end up having a baby. So then after the pregnancy, there's still chiropractic involved, right?
Yeah, I mean, one for after birth with mom, because that's a pretty hard thing for mom and her body to go through. So we help them with the afterbirth stuff, making sure that they're healing properly and, just being there for them to help them through that process. And then, yeah, too, helping babies because, birth is hard on mom. It's also very hard on those little babies, regardless if they had a natural birth, assisted birth, C-section. They say that there's typically 70 to 90 pounds of pressure applied on a baby's head when they're born, and that's just a natural birth too. So then imagine it's even more so with an assisted birth using hands, forceps, whatever, and then even more with a C-section. A lot of times baby gets stuck, so then we pull them the other direction to get them out. And what's the first thing they tell you to do when you hold a baby?
Don't drop them.
That's very important, yes. But they tell you to support the head because their necks aren't strong enough to hold up their very large heads, right? So then it makes sense why they might have some misalignments in their spine after birth if there's a lot of force going on in their head because their muscles aren't strong enough to hold them up yet.
Absolutely. See, they always tell me, even later, don't drop them. So
Yeah, that's probably a good idea not to.
So now, how young As far as like a chiropractic patient, how young is the youngest that you've ever worked? Have you ever worked with like an infant or?
Yeah. My niece was 3 days old, so she's the earliest I've seen. I know a lot of chiropractors that they were at the birth, and if it was a home birth, hospital birth, whatever, like they were just a part of that team. And I've known some chiropractors that adjusted babies within minutes of being born because the bones were out of alignment so much that they were affecting how they were breathing, or just not. The APGAR scores were really low, so they were able to help them be a little bit healthier and start the world off right.
That's really cool. And then as far as like pregnancy, when somebody has a baby, how soon after that whole process before they typically would get a chiropractic adjustment?
A lot of it depends on the mom, because if you just had a baby, the last thing you're probably thinking about is, I need to go see my chiropractor. Now, there are some moms that they're super excited. They're like, yeah, I need to go see my chiropractor. This is a lot. And others, if they're a new mom, they want to take some time with their babies. So as soon as they're ready to come in, a lot of chiropractors and us especially, we'll give them 2 weeks, let's get you in 2 weeks at least to make sure that things are doing well, give you a chance to mentally prepare for having had a baby and get all of that settled down.
Very, very cool. Now, if somebody listening is going, okay, I didn't just have a baby, but I do have some issues that I'd like to have taken care of. So whether you just had a baby, are having a baby, or that's not even on the radar for you, and you're still thinking chiropractic might be a good thing, how do they get a hold of Balanced Life Chiropractic?
Yeah, so we will see anyone from minutes old to 99 plus, and everyone in between to help them have a healthy, happier life. So you can get a hold of us with our phone number at 605-215-1785. You can shoot us a message on Facebook, Balanced Life Chiropractic, or head on over to our website, balancelifesd.com.
Thank you so much, Dr. Harley.
Yeah, thank you, John. Have a good rest of your day.
Absolutely. This has been Back to the Basics in Healthcare with Balanced Life Chiropractic and Dr. Harley. You can find them online on their website, balancedlifesd.com.
I kind of feel like I've been talking about BetterCreditCards.com forever now, but we want to mention that BetterCreditCards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. Why should that matter to you? Because this can save you money every single month. There's no fee to check it out, so when you get a minute, click on the website BetterCreditCards.com and see if we can help you find a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm ruggedly handsome. I'm a heck of a man. I mess around with nature whenever I can.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I love the little critters and the big critters, too. Like to cook them up in a tasty stew.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan. Well, it's time for Critter Corner right here on Sunny. If you like the show, then send me some money.
He's Ranger Dan.
Cash and credit card only. Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner. Good morning, Ranger Dan.
I felt Snappy salute off the well-staged brim of the old Ranger Dan cap to you, too. Hey, Emilio, how you doing?
Hey.
Hi,
Ranger Dan.
Little radio rangers, we've been bopping our way through the old alphabet here for the past several weeks, and we've managed to work our way up to the old letter V.
Ooh.
I love V. It spells victory, and that's all I care about.
Yes, it does.
It also happens to start some critter names like a vole. Vole's a rodent, basically.
Yeah.
A little smaller than a mouse, a little uglier. We can probably live without them. There's viperfish, which is a fish that's kind of like a viper. There are vultures, which are big birds that like to eat dead stuff. There's a Virginia possum, which is a possum that I think lives in Virginia. And a vicuna. That's just fun to say. Say it with me. Vicuna. That's kind of like a camel, but different. And there's a vervet monkey. You ever heard of a vervet monkey?
I have not.
A vervet monkey. Super, super interesting. They're really a lot like a regular monkey, but they tend to be a little vervier. What I want to talk about today, though, with the letter V, little radio rangers, is, scary vampire bats.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
A vampire. It doesn't just have that name to have a clever name, because I got to tell you what, these things are kind of spooky. Here's the situation. These little critters, they are just like vampires.
Really?
They live off other critters' blood. That's what they feed on. That's what they eat. They don't eat insects and stuff like other bats.
Okay.
Nope. Now, the main difference between vampire bats and vampires is that vampires suck the blood from their prey. while vampire bats actually lap it up kind of like a kitty with water. Yes. They bite their victims and then just use their little tongues and lick it.
Ew.
Now, the differences between vampires and vampire bats is really, generally, vampire bats don't wear a cape or have a weird Transylvania accent. Vampire bats primarily feed on the blood of livestock like cattle and sheep, but they also enjoy porcupines, snakes, armadillos, and yes, people. They will feed on people. Biggest population vampire bats can be found in Central and Southern South America, which is the main reason folks from like Honduras and Guatemala want to live in North America. Science! That's all the time we have today, little Radio Rangers. I hope you learned something. Till next Critter Corner. This is Ranger Dan out. Say it with me.
Yes, sir.
Addiction. It's a problem for many, and addiction can drive away those who love you the most. Addiction can also lead to the loss of jobs, broken relationships, and, if you're not careful, addiction can even cost you your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, May 5th, 2021. The broad market gave up some ground Tuesday as rising signs of inflation stoke fears of higher interest rates. Not only are the systemic signs within the S&P 500 of rising inflation, but Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says a small rate hike may be needed to keep the economy from overheating. With the April NFP report on tap for Friday and expected to be strong, there is a chance that good news will be too good for the market to handle, because it will reinforce the idea that interest rates are going to rise. In other news, the VIX, or so-called fear gauge, surged more than 10% on Tuesday to hit a one-month high. The move raises the odds for a significant correction in the S&P and should not be taken lightly. With the VIX above the short-term 30-day moving average, the most likely direction for fear to move is higher, and that means lower prices for the S&P 500. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.